What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the R44 channel. Today we are in yet another location. We're at PQ Performance in Los Angeles. So if you've been watching the channel for some time, this time last year we were here, we arrived here and we built a SEMA car. So we built a G80 M3 for SEMA with PQ Performance, and that was unbelievable. But we're back again a year on and we're doing another build with the guys here. We've got some really cool parts here. We've got a really cool car, quite a unique car, quite a unique customer that's traveled about 8 hours to meet us. But let's have a look at that car a bit later. Let's walk into the parts first. So we've got some Edelweiss wheels all the way from Germany in the champagne gold, supplied with tires, so really nice touch. They've literally come out of this box, so they're shipped from Germany to the US in a box, and they've come out just like that, balanced. They even inform you, I think, the attention to detail. Look, they tell you what area of the tire, what area of the G80 they should go on. Some really nice details. And of course, we've got an AA mid pipe, so they're based in the US, down in Orlando. We've got Venturi intakes and a KW Hasket. We've got some MHC carbon that we're going to go into with a bit more detail a little bit further on, just to show you, because first I'm going to show you the car and then how to spice that car up with a bit of carbon from MHC. But it's the go-to mods. It's a special car. We do not want to wreck this kind of the uniqueness of the car, but we've got some tasteful mods, and yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna build it up, and then we're gonna showcase what it sounds like, what it looks like, and what ability you have with the Hasket to adjust the height and the overall performance. But yeah, let's get into it. That's right, it's an M3 CS. G80 M3 CS, 2023 I believe it is, wrapped in satin XPEL PPF. It's a black car. Carbon ceramics. There's just, yeah, take a minute to take it in. It's a beautiful car. So this customer hit us up on social media, said, look, I want to build a car with you. We were like, cool, what are opportunities? You live in Utah, we're going to be in LA soon, what can we do? So he kind of kept speaking, came up with some ideas, what parts he'd be interested in, what we'd recommend. Is as much as I'd love to sell him the world, fully built or a single turbo kit, it's not something I'd recommend for an M3 CS, but as you've seen, we kind of selected a few good parts from some Venturi intakes, but we'll forget about the parts now. Let's take in this car. So let's have a little walk around it. This is the first time being first-hand, kind of now going into working on the M3 CS. I've seen a lot in dealerships, at car meets and things like that, but let's talk through a couple of things that I think is sick. You've obviously got the carbon aero on the front. They've kept the gloss black grille, obviously, with the red accents. It's a bit of a bold statement, but it works. It works. Coming down the side, got them carbon ceramics. I think these are like a must-have factory option for a CS, so it's a nice touch. Obviously the ride height we're going to fix with the KWs. This customer has been enjoying the car on track, which is good to see. I think the kind of key details come on the interior of the car. Compared to the CSL, they do have the normal M3 competition seats, which is a shame to see because it would have been really cool to get the fixed CSL seats. But the main thing is you have the CS interior with the full carbon kind of armrest. You've obviously LCI dash, you got the steering wheel. Come around the back, it's a carbon pack car, so they obviously have, I believe it's a titanium exhaust, so this is where we're going to pair up that AA single mid pipe with the titanium back box. Quite nice tips. They're not like the polished black that you get stock from an M3 comp or the silver that you get from the M3, but nice. And they've got these like kind of machined out internals really. But yeah, let's get rid of this stock looking car and let's modify it. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. So we have now completed the car. We are in the most beautiful location. We're in the canyons and the sun is shining. Last time I was here was about 3-4 weeks ago and it's completely different. It was dark, it was moody. So yeah, sunshine's good, get a free suntan. But more importantly, let's walk through this M3 CS that we completed yesterday at PQ Performance. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to run you through every single mod that we applied or we did to the car, and the reason why we did them and why we chose them over something else, etc, etc. So we'll go straight up with the most boldest statement is the Edelweiss wheels. So these are LT3 wheels, something that Edelweiss have really taken over in the last probably year and a half, 2 years. I see them on a lot of shop cars across the world, and I've seen them at every event in the US. So Eric and his team have been a big effort in the US, kind of improving their presence, and it's kind of paid off. As you can see, a US customers wanted them, so it's cool to actually fit them, see them firsthand. I think the design is amazing. The way that they fit up to the brakes here, that it's just so thin, and each wheel is only, I believe, 9.5 kg. And the best thing of all, they come as they look right now. So you can order them from Edelweiss in a finish that you'd like, so either in matte black or that kind of champagne color. You can get them with PS4Ss, with TPMSs. So yeah, man, they look amazing. And the fitment, obviously they do a really good job. So the rear is perfectly fitted, 0 spacers, original bolts, and on the front it's exactly, again, no spacers. Obviously they look a little bit in on the front, but that's primarily because of the camber that comes on the G8X platform. But they look amazing. So that's probably the biggest, and the boldest statement. Go into the finer details on the car. You can look at the front, they've got a beautiful carbon fiber front lip already installed. That comes with the CS and the CSLs. And then MHC has kind of done some cool things to a couple CSLs in the US over the last couple of weeks, are just applying the SK1 side skirts along the bottom. It was quite a hard decision to make what we're going to do to the car. Do we do a full, because MHC actually make a direct replacement for the gloss black side skirt, and we thought, is it going to be too much carbon? But it would look quite good matching the side skirt with the front lip. But the customer wanted, and we thought it probably looks the best, not to go a bit OTT. So we've gone for the SK1s down the side, the full length side skirt. Then coming onto the rear, it's got the SS1. So we've kept, obviously this is the satin black car, it's gloss black and then satin PPF on top. SS1s, just pairing it up with the set side skirts, and it just beefs it up. Now coming to the rear, you can hear it just purring away, and that's the active waterworks mid-pipe. Obviously, if you're fond of the M3, M4 platform, there's endless exhaust systems. We even have our own. We have a titanium system. It's a full catback system. It weighs about 17 kg all in all. But this customer, and I think we didn't even want to sell him a full system really. If you look at this exhaust, it's got a full, well, it's got just this small section at the back of the exhaust is titanium. All the rest is stainless steel. And I just don't believe it's a smart idea if you have a CS or a CSL to replace the full system. I think it's really good to kind of keep the uniqueness, and it's a one, I guess I don't know how many pieces there are worldwide, but there's 1,000 CSLs, so there's only 1,000 of those cars with the exhaust system. So wanted to keep the mid-pipe, keep the original back box, so that's what was done. And then obviously you have a lot of options. You've got the likes of Active Waterworks, you've got some like a PSI mid-pipe, you've got a few others out there, but Active Waterworks have been around for many years. You can rely on them, that what's in the box is ready to go. So that's what the customer wanted. We kind of fulfilled that. We've gone for the 2-to-1, we haven't gone for the equal length, we've gone for the OG 2-to-1, and it sounds amazing. So we'll show you some revs now. Now coming on to the fitment of the car, as you can see, it's absolutely perfect. The ride height on the rear has come together perfectly. You've just got zero kind of gap on the rear and ever so slight gap on the front, but a perfect rake on the car, and that allows the customer to enjoy it day to day. This is his daily driver. We've gone for the KW. There's a lot of options suspension wise. Obviously we can do a full direct replacement, so we could go for a KW V1, V2, V3, or other Haas kits like the MSS, the MMR, but we went KW. I think it's the CS. KW are renowned for quality. durability over time, and I think that's something we want to maintain with this M3 CS. So has kit front and rear adjusted, pretty much about 5mm left on the collars, both front and rear, and it just sits perfectly. Now let's look under the engine bay. All right, let's talk engine bay. So this is a hard decision. There are a lot of options, as always, with modifications, and this customer wanted something unique, stylish, quality, to kind of match with that CS look. So Eventuri were the go-to option. They sound amazing, the quality's there, and the uniqueness. There's a lot of carbon fiber intakes on the market, but most of them all have one thing in common. They are available in gloss carbon only. If you wanted a satin finished, you'd have to do that custom. Eventuri offer an off-the-shelf solution for a matte carbon intake. So you can see here, full satin carbon matte intake system that fits and works with the CSL brace. So this is a V2 intake that was released about, I'd say almost a year ago now, since the CSL was released. So that's a matte carbon intake system. It's all cold air flow, so it flows through the front, direct through the scoops, into the intake, into the turbos. Also features some really nice inlets that are full direct replacements, so they're replaced. And then to top it all off, underneath this beautiful CSL brace is the engine cover. So this is about a quarter the size bigger, again matching that satin matte finish, and just looks amazing. The engine bay comes together. I think the last thing to top this off is just replacing this engine kind of slam panel with an MHC one. Again, the MHC only offer a gloss carbon option, but I think it's time that we offer a matte, so it's something we're working on. We'll get that replaced, and that will match up nicely with Eventuri. But it just sounds good, looks good, and yeah, can't go wrong. But coming down the side, I wanted to highlight a quick thing as well. The side badges on the M3 CS and the CSL, they've got a unique kind of red badge. And what we wanted to do with the MHC badges, you obviously can get a performance style one, so it's pretty nice. You can always count on a couple good cars to come flying by while up here in the canyons. But badge wise, we wanted to get rid of the satin plastic that's on there and replace it with just carbon, but maintain the OEM kind of finish there. So that's a nice little touch, getting rid of that final bit of matte plastic on the car. But yeah, that rounds it up. It is a beautiful build. Enjoy some highlights now, and yeah, if you want to get something built, if you're in the US or anywhere in the world, hit up our sales team. We'll help you build something. If it's something that, like the Edelweiss that aren't on our website, we can still supply them. Just drop us a line. More than happy to help. And yeah, let's keep building these beautiful cars and connecting with great owners across the world. All right, so here we are, M3 CS in the canyons. You can't get much better, can you? Wow. So this is my first ever drive in the G80 M3 CS. Wow, the handling, it's amazing. So we've now just fitted the Eventuri. We've got the Active Auto Works midsection, 2-to-1. Not the equal length system, and yeah, the full Eventuri intake. We've got the settings in Sport Plus on everything, and the Edelweiss wheels, 20-inch front and rear, the 4S tires. Let's see what it's all about. Thanks Sam, by the way, for letting me giving it a nice little tear up. Let's do a little turnaround. That was a nice little hoon up the road. But yeah, welcome back. We're now inside the car, so let's see what this M3 CS is all about. My first verdict: the steering wheel. This is an OEM steering wheel that comes trimmed. It is nice. I'd say the 12 o'clock's a little bit on the bigger side. They've gone a bit crazy and it's a bit chubby, but it's nice. It's nice and comfy, I guess. We do a lot of in-house retrimming. These roads in the canyons, all the beautiful. We've got the intake. But probably the best thing is this center console. It really just makes this car feel so special. It's weird they didn't do anything on the door cards like they did on the FAE and the FAE2 CS models. It would have been nice to get a little bit of string, a little bit less to them, drop some weight of the car. But I guess they invested all the money into the center console. Some comfort here. It's quite direct feeling. Get it down now. Some power down. Carbon ceramics. I've never driven an M3 craziest and the perfect setup for like fast road use or track. The OEM CS wheels are fantastic, and the bigger sidewalls of the tire definitely help with the comfort and drivability. But let's do a nice pull up here.